Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 30 of WhimsyCraft. And today, well, as you can see in this background, we're going to be working right here next to Hobbit HQ. Now, this building has stood back here by itself for, well, the entire season, and I think it's finally time for us to do something about that. Really, one could argue that it's been past time to do that. So for today's episode, we're going to be working right here, trying to get a lot of stuff done here in the general area of Hobbit HQ. Now, we won't be working on the actual building today. We'll be saving that for another episode, because that's going to be a big one. Maybe even a live stream. I haven't quite decided yet, but that is for another Alice on another day. Today, we are going to be working right here. We're going to connect Hobbit HQ to the mainland, which it has desperately been needing to be done for quite a while. And then if we fly on over, we're going to look over here. Now, somewhere over here, we're going to have to work on the portal for the nether hub. And, well, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put that quite yet. I have a couple ideas, but I really need to see how everything lays out. And then that way, I can figure out exactly where I want to put it. Now, something else that this area desperately needs is, well, some sort of entranceway or a path connecting from over there to here once we get this little bridge in. And by little, I mean it fits for the area. You'll see, it's not really that little, but then again, nothing else that I build really is. So I say let's go ahead and start on this project, and well, we'll bridge our way into this episode. The pun is intended. Now that was a lot of work, and while I was clearing all that out, I found this giant hole in the side of Hobbit HQ that we're gonna have to do something with. But first, look at this. This is like a lot, and it goes all the way back there. We're gonna have to deal with this as well, but let's look at the bridge that we just built, you guys, because that was a good bit of work, and I think it really looks good. It sets in this area really well. And I think it's going to match with Hobbit HQ really well also. Now again, I haven't decided what I want to put on the walls up here on Hobbit HQ, and we're going to have to figure that out so that we can, well, Let's use a pumpkin for right now. And that way we can figure out what we're going to do to finish this project at the very end. But first, well, we got to do all this. So let's look at the bridge. It's a very nice bridge. I like the way that the design came out. I think it flows really good, and the way that it centers that doorway right there, I absolutely love that. Now as the rain starts to fall, and I need to find a bed before we have an accident around here. Do I? Oh, look, right here. Okay, and now that the rain is going and the sun is coming out, let's talk about these a little bit more. So I have added, oh goodness, we have more people. It's so rude when people are trying to talk and you could just come interrupt. Look at this. Well, I guess people really were trying to get to Hobbit HQ here. Apparently, you add a bridge and business gets pretty good. Maybe that's all we had to do the whole time, was just, you know, add a walkway here so that people can actually access the building. I'm sorry, sir, but Hobbit HQ is currently under construction. Please come back when you are alive. Oh, you have set me on fire. I'm gonna go for a swim. No, I'm not. Anyway, so these bridges, well, let's start with the towers, I guess, right? So the towers are pretty empty. I haven't done a whole lot in here. I've added a little bit of lighting, kind of falling down there. It's still pretty dark down here. I haven't seen too much spawn in these so far. So, oh no, do not blow my tower up. I don't even know what to say, you guys. Like, dang. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get some materials to fix this. It's okay, it is what it is. I just put that there and it's... I guess I've got multiple doors now, so, anyway, he didn't spawn inside, so I wasn't wrong on that. That one got me from the outside. But we definitely do need to add a little bit more lighting on the bridge, I think. But what I want to do is I want to start getting this area over here finished before I do that, because I kind of want to get the vibe of what this is going to look like before I start adding more lighting here. So I could change up the pattern of the bridge a little bit, and then I could probably hide some lights with some carpet in here if I wanted to put it in the floor. But I also have these pillars here that are completely empty, and if I wanted, I could probably also put some light there as well. Really, there's a whole lot of options that I have, and I just don't want to do something and then don't like it because of what I do back there, and, you know, have to tear it down. Now, as for the beginning of the bridge over here, where we have this path that we've been working on in our 15-minute build series, hey, if you haven't seen the 15 minutes of Minecraft, you should probably check that out because, yeah, it's pretty cool. Not a shameless plug, I promise. It's definitely good. You should watch it. So this side of the bridge here, I haven't actually connected it yet, and I'm actually going to wait to do that until we actually do another build. We've got a 15-minute of Minecraft build right there on that sign, and if I went around to the other side of it, well, you'd see what it is. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go this way. But we will be finishing all of this once we get to that build. It'll be in that episode. Well, I think I've rambled on enough, so let's kind of talk about what we need to do over here, because there's two big things that we still need to do. I mean, that's big. That was big. But finishing this area is going to be huge. You guys, I have been waiting to finish this area for so long. I'm so excited for this, and yet I am so unprepared that I have no clue what I'm going to build here. But I do have an idea of what I would like to do. So I've kind of been staring at this hole as I was clearing down all of the, there was like this big dirt mound right here. So there's a big dirt mound right here, and it kind of went up like that, and then it went all the way down, and what I've done is I've leveled all of this out here, exposing that. And then I've also kind of tiered this down just a little bit, but I think I'm gonna I want to reshape this. I definitely want to reshape this. I know that. But I've also kind of flattened everything out a little bit on here. I've done a little bit, but I haven't done a lot. I've took out a few trees, but there is so much more landscaping here that needs to be done. And just kind of digging this stuff out because I really don't like. I'm not feeling this this weird tiered thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's brainstorm together. We don't actually do that often, do we? We should probably do that more, you guys. Okay, what I'm thinking is this is 1 block high. So what we want to do is we probably want to keep the floor at this height here. Maybe. Yes, I definitely... Okay, so we'll keep the floor at this height here, and we're going to extend it out. We've already got most of our color palette here, so what we have to do is we have to blend this color palette in with that color palette, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm thinking if I take the path, the center path here for Hobbit HQ, and I just use that, I think that was that red nether brick, I believe, and then we can just extend this. Whoop, hit my head. So we can extend this. I think what we'll do is extend this all the way down to the bridge. I think it's just going to go all the way down. We'll take some of this out here. I'm not sure how far down I want to go, but I'm probably going to go almost all the way down to maybe this level right here. We'll shave all of this out, and then I think what I want to do is I want to use this portal. I want to take advantage of, or I want to use this hole for the portal. I want to take advantage of this because I think this would actually be a good space to be able to kind of maybe tuck the portal in a little bit. I mean, we are hobbits after all, right? So maybe I build like a little cave right here. Nothing big, nothing too detailed, just a little cave with the nether portal in here, and I think that might work. So that'll give us our path, and that'll give us our portal, which are two big things, but then we've got to do the surrounding areas. Now, I don't want to blend this too far. Like, if you've been watching my 15 minutes of Minecraft, you know the amount of work on flower placement and everything that I've been doing to blend into the woods, and I don't really want to do that over here. I want to take a break from it. So what I'm thinking is maybe we do something in this, start from over here, and then we'll bring it along somehow, and we'll make some kind of like wall that stops you from, it'll block your view from looking all the way through, kind of like we did in the base where the pond is. I think that'll work, and then maybe we can hide some lighting into the floor of this one, and then we'll kind of see how it all plays out. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of this area shaped out. So I'm going to go ahead and dig all this out and maybe put in the floor, just the red part right here for the red nether brick, because I do have to make that. It's not exactly something you have laying around normally as a whole lot of red nether brick, so I might have to make a stop to the wart, to the toe, and pick some nether wart up, and then yeah, then we'll get on with this project. So I'm going to put in the road after I clear all this out, and then I'll be right back with you. And before we get started, yes, we did have to stop at YMG's big toe just to get some nether wart, because, you know, I'm not going in the nether to get it. But we got the nether wart, so we can make the brick, and let's head on back and get this done. Well, we definitely have a path all the way to Hobbit HQ. The question now is, what do we do with everything else? Now, I've got this pretty much carved out in the way that I'm kind of thinking it's going to look okay, and I don't know what we're going to do out here. I'm thinking maybe just kind of like grass, right? Like a grass pathway on up, but we'll get to that. First, we need to worry about the pathways, because we still have a few paths that we have to put in. Now, I've picked this spot right here as kind of like the fork in the road, because I think this makes the most sense. It's closest to Hobbit HQ because the path where it forks out is going to lead to different areas of Hobbit HQ. One is going to be the portal that I think I'm going to put somewhere over there. And then over here, we have to make a path. Let's just kind of shoot around and see. So over here, this area has still got to be finished. We still got to work on this. We got to put in a wall, and then we got to do some decorations. We got to not be blown up by a creeper. Oh, that was close. But either way, there still has to be a path going to that, wrapping around here eventually. So we need to kind of add that into the design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this path in here. I think I'm going to stop it though, somewhere around there, because I don't know how I want to wrap it around there yet. We'll go ahead and put this path in here, leading over to the portal area, the general area that I want to put the portal. And then we'll finish all this grass area up out here and up here. Then the only thing left that leaves us is to actually build the portal over here and deconstruct a few others. So let's do what we always try to do, and well, let's make this place look a little more whimsical. When this is starting to look like an entrance, this is definitely worthy of Hobbit HQ. But, like, we've got our bushes over here, right? Like, we've got this little tree bush here, we've got this little tree bush here, we've got trees back here, we got a mushroom back there too. But there's one thing that we're still missing, and that of course is the portal. I mean, we do big business over here and we need people to be able to fast travel, so a portal is definitely something that has to be done. But since we are coming kind of close to the end of this video, I think what we're going to have to do is, well, we're going to call on some of the Whimsy magic. Now, the WhimsyCraft server has been known to help us in the past, so let's see if we can't try to do that one more time. Now that we have our magic stick, well, I mean wand, magic wand, it's a wand, we're going to use this to see if we can't create a little portal. So, WhimsyCraft magic portal. Wow, I can't believe that actually worked. And it looks pretty good too. You know what? Whimsy Magic did us right this time, you guys. So it looks like we have a really cozy little cave here with all the little trimmings, and it even looks like it finished up the wall here. It did. It finished up the wall. Just remember, a little bit of magic goes a long way. And now with the addition to this portal and this whole area over here, I believe Hobbit HQ is really starting to look like the way it should. Or at least the way it should have a long time ago. Now we'll come back and address the building itself in a future episode, but for today, I think that's looking pretty good. Now there's something I want to show you on the other side over here that I actually changed up. And that's the way I do these mushrooms right here. Instead of bringing the frog lights all the way down, I'm tucking them up in there a little bit so they just give this nice little glow. Unfortunately, I've got to do that for all the other ones. That I did not do that for. So all these back here, I've changed a few, but most of them are still going to have to be changed out, like these right here. So what I'm doing is changing these out and not bringing the frog lights all the way down to the bottom, and instead using the actual stem. I believe that it puts off a softer glow, and I kind of like that a lot more than this bright glow. Yeah, see, I like that a lot better. That looks much more, oh goodness, I forgot we got to light all this up, you guys. Well, let's get rid of these. There we go. And then we're gonna hop in here, because I did put some doors on here. And we'll sleep. And now we won't have to worry about it. There we go. No more baddies. Let's make sure we shut our door, because that's important. That's going to bring us to the end of this episode. So if you all enjoyed, I hope you did. Please hit like, share, subscribe. You know, give a little comment down there. All them good things. It really helps out the algorithm, and it really helps out my channel as well. And as always, right down below, you'll find all the links to my socials, as well as the link to the WhimsyCraft Discord, where you'll find me and all the other Whimsies. So stop by, say hi, leave a comment, and until the next one, everyone, be good to yourself, be good to others. Bye!